us. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. on TV 15 and across other social media platforms.
I'm Jasenia Lassiter, wishing you a wonderful week.
Stay friendly, St. Martin.
Show. Hope everything is okay. Hope everything is all right. I'm your host, Andrew. Okie dokie, kids, what's happening on the lovely island of St. Martin? We begin with the craziness of District 721. People are asking what's my obsession with District 721? Why do I give it so much attention? And I say, hush your mouth, you hypocrite, because if it was you, it was happening to. And people say the same thing, I would have probably tell them the same. Why? Because victimization is real, and by the time I started to get to know, and I saw some supporting documents, and I saw some WhatsApp messages and some recordings that was done with certain politicians, I come to the conclusion that St. Martin still wants to try to be a real place, but these politicians continue to bring it all the way back. And why? Because people refuse to give bribes. Yeah, it's a bribe if you ask for money on the side. It's not called a side hustle. It's called a bribe. It's literally what it is. I know it's coming across a bit strong because I can't substantiate it. Yeah, I can. I can. Like, receipts are real. And by receipts, I mean actual recording evidence. So you can't say that's not what you mean. You know, there's certain people that were on a recording that said, I believe the words were, if you want smooth sailing, you know what you have to do. What? Is this St. Martin? It is. Because everybody doing it. And if you stop, you get police at your door and they shut you down. With all right reasons, because the law is on their side, apparently. So, again, for those who still continue to ask, what really is the situation? The situation is, I swallow my spit. The situation is that victimization is real because this businessman opened District 721, I think in 2020, 2019, 2020. From the time he started opening, he started to get a bunch of issues with the neighbor, which is Ludmina the Weaver, our current member of parliament of the PFP. She then became the Minister of Tiat back then, and she gave this place hell. Even former Member of Parliament Rolando Bryson had went and speak to the inspectors who was making up laws as they go along, telling them to lower down or to do this, to that, because the neighbor is the minister and she can't sleep. Mind you, this man paying rent. He paying taxes, he employing locals. It's a popular spot. It adds to Simpson Bay. We're supposed to be a tourist destination. And yet, the former minister, current member of parliament, Ludmina the Weaver, had a problem with it. Cool. Fine. No problem. They went to court. He won. And of course, the government lost because they had no basis to shut it down. They continued to harass the establishment, 721, and then they stopped for a while because it was giving a bad look. It was giving bad energy. It was giving vindictiveness. Then it burned down miraculously. Nobody know how it burned down, even though it was a nuisance to the Simpson Bay area. Mind you, Simpson Bay is full of businesses that play music until 4 a.m. Right now they have a business that stays open till 8 a.m. But that's a hideout. That's a fridge. It's a free plug. Contact me for your advertising fridge. Don't play around. But yes, there's a business that open until 8 a.m. It's a secret hideout where people go late at night. So I heard, and they party until 8 a.m. In Simpson Bay. Surprise! Cut out of the bag. So anyway, back to my story now. It burned down. Looked like sparks was in the air, and all of a sudden, big burn down, lost everything, flat to the ground. He had a business license and operating license. Okay? So let me get that out of the way. When he burned down a couple of months later, he decided, small, little by little, he's gonna build it back up. He built it back up. And then when he built it back up, the inspectors came and said, hey, you didn't request a building permit to rebuild your business that you're paying taxes for. The owner then was like, oh, sorry, my bad. Do you want me to knock it down and then request a permit and then start back over? So if you're gonna give me a fine, give me a fine. Anyway, they looked through the fingers and they said, okay, you're here. All right. He opens back. The good people at TIAT now may shut down Krisha Heliger Martin, the minister of TIAT, that cares so much about the tourist product, decided, no, you can't come back in because, of course, Ludi, part of the coalition, told Krisha, hey, Krisha, part of my coalition agreement with Oyu for Oyu to continue to be ministers, especially since Oyu don't want me to be minister, is that Oyu shut down District 721. I don't want to hear nothing about it now. District got to close down because I need to sleep at night. Krisha was like, okay, no problem, I'll shut them down, no problem. So she started to harass them again. The inspectors was like, the minister sent us, but if you want to, you want us not to come as often because I could be sick, you could. And then the owner was like, what happened to your eye? It's blinking for no reason. Like, you're winking at me? Why are you winking at me? You know. He's like, no, because I pay rent, I pay taxes, so I probably pay your salary. So I have to give extra to that? No. I struggled to build back up this business after it was burned down. After that, a court case started. And then a court case concluded, which was government, stop harassing him. He can operate. He just have to have the music a little bit lower. Good. Ludi, you could sleep now? Yeah. Okay, cool. You would think that would be enough. No. Krisha Heliger shut down Martin was like, you know what we're going to do? Since they did not apply for a permit or a operation license, a new structure, because it's a new structure. It's not the same. Yes, it's the same name, but it's not the same. We don't know. Maybe he put 20 restaurants in there, or maybe he put more floors on it. So we need to make sure that he gets another operating license because it's not the same schematics like the one before. So tell him to shut down and put in a request, and I will get into it. I will get to it when I get to it. You know what I mean. So shut down and wait for me. On government. Wait on government. The amount of people are waiting for government on an operational license and it was like, you know what, go ahead, continue doing your business for now. And then, when the operation license is ready, come back. But make sure pay your taxes though. No problem. But no, in this case, they want to stick to the law to the T. But the problem with applying the law is that it's supposed to be for everyone, not just for one. You can't, if you're going to cake through the fingers, guess what you're opening? It's called what do you call it, Pete? A Pandora box? Because then you have to cake through the fingers the whole time. I think it's called, in legal terms, jurisprudence. You set a certain path, you have to continue that particular path. If you are going to change and be like, no, from now on it's going to be like this, then you got to go back and mess with everybody that a certain path was taken on. Otherwise, to that, be accommodating and assist for him to get the operation license that you want him to have, and then voila, problem solved. No. Instead, we're going to be vindictive because Krisha Heliger Martin had asked for a donation. It was denied by 721, and then she was like, oh, do you want me to close you down and you didn't give me a donation? I'm going to shut you down. Which, by the way, side note, why do you need a donation for, Krisha? You could do it yourself. You could ask somebody, maybe you know who got money, and I don't know if you know anybody who got money, Krisha. But you could just ask, and then you shall receive. Get a shovel. You ever watch Ozark, Krisha? No? You should watch it. It's a good show. Anyway. Now, 3 weeks ago, inspectors came there. I was passing by chance, and I saw, and I said, let me go listen to the back and forth, like, what's the reason they're trying to shut him down again? At that time, I didn't know all of this, what I tell you now. So they said, yeah, the police say that inspectors called them to shut it down because the law is inspectors cannot shut you down. They can come and tell you they're going to give you a fine. Then they give you a fine and then they just have to fly a kite. Go away. No. If they really want to shut you down, they have to call the police because the police are the enforcers. And that's where I come to the CAP PSM again. It's like twice in 1 week. What's going on, you say? Because for some reason, CAP PSM has been turned into a personal security guard service. And I should have noticed that from since that thing with Andy Westcott happened, when he was standing behind Andy Westcott and in front of him like this. Don't touch my Andy. And then afterwards, the same situation for certain people, they just picking sides when the police are supposed to be neutral because they're supposed to be serving, I don't know, I think it's called the community of St. Martin. The same one they ask to call the anonymous tip line so that they can, fight crime. But they are high-ranking, yesterday I see high-ranking police officers and acting prosecutors. Like acting prosecutors, high-ranking police officers were there at district with the head of the permit department, Lucian Wilson, who actually was working. What? Lucian, you don't work? Since when you working? Especially at 8 o'clock at night? You don't clock out at 5 o'clock? You still the head of permit department after 5? Do we pay you overtime? And he there standing up like he a member of the SWAT team. I was like, what the hell? Mind you, detective over there. You got a chef of station over there, petty. Then you have a community police officer for Simpson Bay who's supposed to be there, a liaison for the Simpson Bay community. Shutting down a business and ain't even listening to no. You gotta come with us. Making the mistake to tell the man, because he's recording and then he's asking questions, the owner of the establishment that you're standing in, that built the structure with his own money, not the government of St. Martin, not the police, telling him He's being placed under arrest. This is why are you insult Olivier Arenal wife damn case? Because of shit are you doing here? For the life of me, I couldn't understand why these people were there. And then they would say they were doing the job. Okay, no problem. And what was it? To tell the owner that he's under arrest. And then 2 seconds after, tell him it was a misunderstanding. You know what the misunderstanding is? The fact that we allow this to happen this long, where you have a police chief that continues to close his eyes with officers that do what they want, when they want, how they want, when it's convenient. Because this energy, I haven't seen this energy from KPSM ever. Robberies, killings. We're just gonna shoot everybody we don't like on bikes. I didn't want to intertwine, but you get the point. My thing is, if you're gonna have the energy to be a police officer and, do your job, then do it every day. Not when Krisha Hallegan Martin and Lyndon Lewis, Minister of Justice, calls you and say, hey, go shut up, place down the man. I'm gonna send the paperwork with Lucian and some inspectors. 5 inspectors, 5 police officers, lawyers, standing there on behalf of the minister. Krisha Hallegan Martin, you have to shut down. Meanwhile, on Wednesday, what you say about tourist Pete?
Thank you, BB Shah, for that question. First and foremost, we always act in accordance with what is budgeted. Secondly, the reason for that handwritten apology to that tourist was mainly because of the optics. We know the details locally, but internationally, they do not know the details, and that can hurt us internationally as well. So the offer to have a vacation is mainly within the budget of government, and it is in collaboration with a hotel. I'm not going to be mentioning the name of the hotel, but the hotel also has granted a free stay. So it's not a huge dent in our budget, and we're looking at maybe 1 or 2 tickets, not the entire family, just the husband and wife. And I think, what was the latter part of your question, Bibi?
If you envision opening a Pandora box.
Oh, no. I envision making sure that our tourism product is protected at all costs.
They're the heart of our economy, and we gotta protect them at all costs. Shut down District 71. Why you not being accommodating government of St. Martin? You either like the tourists or you don't like the tourists. I've never seen the sense of people who take kickbacks. And when they get somebody who don't want to pay kickbacks, they want to continue to be wrong and strong. Because if 5 people give you kickbacks and one of them fall off and say, no, I'm not doing it, why are you going to go after that one to jeopardize the 4? I don't know. I just how I thinking. I don't know. Maybe I might be wrong. But are you just making no sense to me? So guess what? I think they're going to continue opening. And I think they're going to have to continue putting a police officer station there, because it looked like we have so much police officer, Carl John. Yeah? We got a lot, right? We got a military here still? No, they're gone because they noticed, are you? Anyway. So the police officers, they're going to be stationed at District 71? Are you going to make it a police outpost? And or you can park up there and be security guards and stand up in front of the door and go, district closed! Go away, tourist! We don't want your money. Go to Cappuccino, I think it's nice. I think they have a DJ tonight. You see this, it just logically, it makes no sense. And for some reason, I'm trying to apply logic to politicians, but I keep on getting disappointed. Yeah, okay. So, the situation now is they're going back to court. In the meantime, Tiat, Krisha Hilliger Martin, Ludi the Weaver, the rest of the inspection department, KPSM, continues to harass these people. I know some people say he should just give up, close down, and move. I don't think, are you no Frenchman yet? No. Why? You gotta give me a good reason. And even if you give me a good reason, then let me trash it out in court. But don't come and be high and mighty and arrest people and then say it's a misunderstanding, but then want to send letters and you want to negotiate, you want him to do what? The situation is very simple. If there need changes to his business operating license, just do it and send it now. He gonna pay for it, right? He just don't want to pay outside of the office, Krisha. Can he just pay on the table instead of under the table? Look where your husband is, man. Come on, man. I'm tired of this. And it would be for any business. I would have said all these things because I'm just tired of nobody saying anything. Oh no, you can't say that because that's my uncle. Or he's politically connected. Okay, I don't plan on running anytime soon. It's okay. Late night show with Andrew Dick. When we come back, we welcome the class of 2024 again. Late night.
You've dreamt it. You've worked hard for it. And now you've got it. You deserve to enjoy the fruits of your labor and know that you're covered in case of a disaster, like an unexpected fire or a vehicular collision. At Magic Insurances, we focus on settling your claims quickly and fairly so you can get back to enjoying your life. Magic Insurances, fast, fair, and always there.
New Gen. She my gang. Let's get ready for the party. Girl, why your body? Get ready for the party. Girl, why your body? Let's get ready for the party. Girl, why your body? Get ready for the party. Girl, why your body? With a party tonight. Someone tell me with a party tonight. With a party tonight. Someone tell me with a party tonight. With a party tonight. When we come in our bed, tick tock, girl, wine to your head. Anytime I see a girl, you want to get wet. Burn like a cigarette, bend down, dagger next. Slap up on your body, girl, shake up your leg. Burn like a cigarette, bend down, dagger next. Slap up on your body, girl, shake up your leg. Everybody get mad.
At GEBE, we take the safety and quality of your water seriously. Every day, our dedicated sample collectors venture into the field, visiting the places that matter to you: water tanks, school, supermarkets, home, and high-risk areas. Once these samples return to our water quality lab at KB, they embark on a journey that safeguards your well-being. Our dedicated analysts take over, sending these samples to the microbiology and chemistry departments, respectively. This is where the magic happens. We test for a range of parameters, and we do this every single day, no matter what, including holidays and weekends. In our microbiology department, we focus on 2 major tests targeting various bacteria. Confirmation tests are conducted, and we have plans in place in case the results are confirmed. And then we do it all over again, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Rain or shine, your water safety never takes a day off. So when you turn on the tap and enjoy a glass of GEBE's water, you can do so with confidence. GEBE, the power to serve.
Welcome back to the Late Night Show. Now, of course, the class of 2024, again, is here. I think I should call them the class of 2024 again, because we had a class of 2024 already. They took the oath, 15 members of parliament, had their first meeting of parliament where they chose the president of parliament. Of course, Senator Westbrook Williams is that person, and the speeches. Let's go into it.
To my members of parliament, I am looking forward for a cohesive, constructive approach to the floor of Parliament towards St. Martin, towards the people, and towards the government of St. Martin. I think the coming 4 years is not going to be any more about politics. We have now one moment now for sure to collectively do what we have to do for St. Martin. By now, all of us know what the problems of St. Martin are, what the challenges are in this country, and I'm looking forward to a shift in the mindset of my colleagues in Parliament to a more professional approach to the function instead of a only political approach to the function for Country St. Martin. As I said, I'm going to make it short. To the Prime Minister of St. Martin.
The Presidium is like a management team of a company tasked with ensuring smooth operation. Madam Chair, you have been an outstanding CEO of this Parliament, and under your leadership, we've seen fairness, strength, and integrity in guiding our work. It is with great confidence that I say I look forward to casting my vote for you, I say it openly, to continue steering this legislative body, or this legislative ship. This year has been unlike any other year in the political history. We've seen a parliament that lasted only 6 months and a government that was brought down within 17 days. These are not the milestones our people elected us to achieve. We're here to serve the people and not to set records of instability. As my colleague so aptly stated during his campaign, one chance to make it right, we must take that chance seriously.
Many have stood here and made promises to deliver the moon and the stars. Now is the time to join hands and work together. I wouldn't call it a new term if I can't acknowledge some of the individuals in here who make a lot possible for us to make it happen. I would like to appreciate our Khifir, who has set the bar high with his organizational and administration skills. I would like to also put it on record, my gratitude to all the Parliament staff, including security, who fulfill their positions with pride and honor. I would like to acknowledge our Honorable MP Sarah Westcott Williams, the most senior member of Parliament. I have had the honor to work with her side by side and appreciative of the opportunity granted. I would also like to acknowledge Honorable MP Grisha Halliger Martin, who has guided me through my nascent steps into this prestigious building. I would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge my coalition partners, upon whom we bank on for supporting the right legislation in the interest of our population. Lastly, of course, I would like to...
Today I stand before you, deeply honored and humbled by the trust you place in me once again, ready to continue delivering the 5-star representation we all deserve. I'm exactly where I need to be. And these 2 elections have only confirmed it. I'm here to serve. I want to take this opportunity to express my sincere gratitude to the supporters of the URSM, who entrusted us with 3 seats, and those who place their faith in me personally. To my campaign team, thank you. Your dedication made this all possible. Special thanks to my parents, who unfortunately cannot be here today, for the unwavering belief in me as well, and my partner for standing by me through it all. Your patience means the world. In my first election, I thought perhaps it was beginner's luck. But being re-elected for the 2nd time shows that this is not luck, it's purpose, a calling. There's so much to be done. I would like to extend as well my deepest thanks to the URSM board and other candidates and my partner.
Good afternoon, St. Martin. Good afternoon. It's an honor, it's a great pleasure to be in the House of Parliament. After 5 consecutive elections, Lyndon Lewis has become the 5th highest vote getter in this country. As a born St. Martiner and also along with my fellow colleagues here, I would like to congratulate each and every one of you. It's an honor also to serve with Miss Sarah Westcott Williams, whom signed my primary school diploma. It's an honor to also serve alongside Mr. Franklin Myers, who was also raised with my father. It's an honor to have served with Ms. Grisha Heligan Martin, whose mother was also my supervisor. It's an honor to stand here with Mr. Edgar Gerendi Duran, who I saw enter primary school, kindergarten, while I was already there. I say this, and it's also an honor to serve with Member of Parliament Omar Otley, who was also my boss, my minister, while I was in his cabinet. I thank God and I give him the highest glory for being.
Madam Chair, as I stand here today, I'm reminded of the value of patience, persistence, and humility. Throughout our journey, there have been moments where we faced setbacks. There were moments where the path forward seemed unclear. But there's one thing I've learned. It's the road is meaningful for change is rarely easy. Patience teaches us to endure. Persistence ensures that we push forward despite the obstacles. And humility keeps us grounded, reminding us that the seats we hold here in this legislature are not our own. They belong to the people of St. Martin. The responsibility to represent and serve the nation is a privilege that I hold very dear as I sit here in this seat. I do so with the understanding that it's the voice of the people that echoes these halls. It is their needs, their hopes, their dreams.
Today I look at MP Westcott and I say that after you, I'm the most senior consecutive member of the Parliament today, and plan to use my seniority and knowledge not to only guide our new Member of Parliament, Darrell York of the National Alliance, but also to guide all the new and willing members of Parliament. As a country, we've faced a lot during a short few years, such as hurricanes, economic challenges, and a global pandemic. But through His grace and our collective resilience, we have persevered. Now we stand at the threshold of a new chapter, one where we must commit ourselves to safeguarding the future of St. Martin with integrity, transparency, and a deep sense of accountability. Problems known to us, as the Prime Minister mentioned.
They say I'm always the last to speak. I guess this new Parliament has some tricks up the sleeve. It's okay. I would like to thank God, first and foremost. I'd like to thank my parents, my family, my supporters. I'd like to thank my partner. It has not been easy, and you have stood with me toe to toe. Campaigning is a rough time for families. I'm pretty sure everyone here can agree. You don't get to spend time. My loving daughter for having that patience and understanding that Daddy has a bigger purpose for the country. You see, when my grandmother passed, I remember my uncle saying in the eulogy that they had their father, but St. Martin had their mother. And for my daughter, St. Martin has her father. It is not easy on a family. We speak today of unity, unification, not...
First and foremost, let me thank God for allowing me to stand here before you again as a member of Parliament. I would also like to thank my family, my campaign team, the URSM party, my supporters, and all those that came out to vote. A special thanks to those that voted for me, who has made it possible for me to be here. I say thank you from the bottom of my heart. These groups of special individuals voted for me because over the years, I have displayed a character of integrity, consistency, competence, and compassion for our people. St. Martin is at a crucial point to which a lot of our people are suffering daily. The people of St. Martin have spoken on the day of election, and this is an opportunity for us to start taking decisions to improve the lives of...
Our island is not just a place on the map, it's our home. And just as our home built on values like trust, respect, and love, so too must our nation be built on the foundations of integrity, accountability, and unity. Our national motto, simple, grow, gradients, always moving forward. It's a principle I hold dear. It's a commitment I intend to uphold as I take the responsibility to be your voice in Parliament. Today I invite each one of you to join me on this journey towards progress, towards always moving forward. As I reflect on this moment, one truth resonates clearly. Progress is not accidental, it is intentional. It's a choice we make each and every day. Will we move forward, or will we hold back? Will we come together, or allow our divisions to keep us apart? I would like to take this moment to acknowledge a strong person.
To those of you in the Tribune, to those of you on social media, to the world at large. I never thought in 100 years that I would be back in this legislative hall addressing Parliament on Inauguration Day. It's amazing that when you plan, that's why there's a saying that when you plan, God laughs, because he has plans for you that you don't even know about. And when he wants you to grow, he makes you very uncomfortable. So I can say this election was very, very uncomfortable for me. I would like to thank my party members, all of those who had confidence in the Swaliga Action Movement, the board of the Swaliga Action Movement, and of course, my wife for standing by me and standing by me tooth and nail.
Madam Chair Lady, I would like to start off by thanking all the people of St. Martin and as well as the families of the Party for Progress candidates and to my candidates who powered their way through a second grueling campaign in less than a year for that support. It was a very rough one, as many have stated, but nevertheless, we are here today. I want to give particular thanks to my family and my partner for their unwavering support and love. And that is that support that keeps me going and kept me standing in the second big campaign in less than a year. Let's try not to do it again like that. For 4 years in opposition, Madam Chair Lady, as a faction, PFP was often accused of being too friendly to the government. Some former ministers in here might be surprised to hear that, but I say it with a reason. We voted for the budget twice, and even voted counter to each other as a faction to prevent legislation from having to go back to the drawing board. Many felt that where we disapproved, whether verbally or with emotion, that there should have been stronger measures taken. Even more suggested, just break it already, Melissa. But my father,
I just wish to give an update on MP Irian's statement. And indeed, he follows me in terms of seniority, but not after following MP Grisha Heiliger Martin, MP Melissa Gums, and MP Franklin Myers, and then yours truly. Okay, the MP said he meant consecutive term, consecutive serving, but that is in terms of seniority, in terms of the amount of days serving as a member of parliament. It is in that order that I just mentioned. I just thought I would share that with you. But thank you again, members of parliament. Thank you for those who and to those who came out to witness this first meeting of the new Parliament of St. Martin, elected for the term 2024-2028.
All right, another commercial break. We're going to do another commercial break. And then when we come back, we got something special. Al, you ready? I hope so.
Hello, and welcome to SXM Taxi, the most convenient way to hail a taxi on St. Martin. Our app is strictly dedicated to licensed taxi drivers only on the island of St. Martin. You must have an active authorized taxi license and driver's license to be approved to use our service. Our app is designed for the convenience of both customers and drivers. Customers simply download the app, upload a credit card, and have immediate access to any driver available nearby. Once you sign up and are approved to drive, you can choose when you want to use the app by toggling the switch at the top center of your screen to either online or offline. When you are online, you will be alerted for passenger pickups in your area, be visible to riders, and be able to accept rides. When you are offline, you will not receive alerts and you will be invisible to riders. This feature is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to use at your discretion, making the app extremely flexible and user-friendly for the driver. Once the rider requests a taxi, a notification is sent to all drivers in the vicinity. The first available driver to accept the ride gets the fare. Once you are alerted of a potential fare, you can accept the trip by clicking the Accept button at the bottom of your screen. The app's built-in GPS feature will then guide you directly to the rider's location. By clicking the 3 dots in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, you can choose from 3 different GPS integrations: Apple Maps, Google Maps, or Waze. This feature gives you the ability to use the GPS platform you are most comfortable with. Please keep in mind that you must download the GPS app that you prefer separately onto your phone in order to use this feature. We recommend downloading the Waze GPS app for best results, as we find it to be the most accurate and up-to-date GPS platform. Once you arrive at your passenger pickup point, slide the Mark Arrived arrow at the bottom of your screen. For added security, the app will require you to enter either the last 4 digits of the passenger's phone number or an OTP code that was provided to the rider. This built-in safety feature protects drivers from unwanted or incorrect passengers. Once you enter the correct code, the ride can start by swiping the slide to begin arrow on the bottom of your screen. Once the trip is complete, simply swipe the slide to end ride arrow on the bottom of your screen. The fare is automatically calculated and charged to the rider's credit card. You are now ready and available for your next ride. Driver sign-up bonus fees. All drivers that sign up to use our service will receive an additional 10% booking fee for every fare booked with the app through 2025. In addition, the first 100 drivers that use our service and reach their 100th ride milestone with SXM Taxi will receive a one-time $500 bonus fee.
Hey, did you know I just signed up for Flex by Telem?
Do you mean flex like this?
Definitely not that.
Do you mean flex like this?
No, definitely not that.
Do you mean flex like this?
No, definitely not Flex like that. Telem's Flex is a mobile plan that adapts to your needs. Each month, I get a preset monthly fee that has a set amount of data, SMS, and minutes. So I know what I'm getting. But say goodbye to overages and bill shock, because when I go over my postpaid plan, it switches to prepaid. So I have the flexibility to top up what I need when I need it. I'm in complete control. My budget, my rules.
Hello, my people. Make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip, and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV 15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the Late Night Show with Andrew Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the Late Night Show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV 15.
Thank you, TV 15. Make sure to tune in
Make sure to tune in to the Late Night.
and Sit, Sip, and Chat.
Late Night.
Have you been good? Have you been behaving? If not, you will end up on Court TV. Nick's Court is in session. Let's go, Judge. Big up.
Court TV today. Court is in session. Please, I want to remind everybody, these are real stories from St. Martin, and these are real people. So please hold it down and keep your emotions in the right place. Thank you. Okay, what we got from court right now? Pedophile to serve remainder of 7-year sentence in Scotland. Okay, let's go. Convicted pedophile Colin Christensen. Yeah, we remember him. Who was released from the Point Blanche prison to get medical treatment in his native Scotland and never returned. Obviously, why? We know why. Will serve the remainder of his 7-year sentence in the constituent country of the United Kingdom, the prosecutor's office said on Thursday. In February, the court of first instance sentenced, February 2019. He was sentenced to 7 years in prison for a number of charges. Now, we remember this one. We were like, he didn't get enough. Everybody was kind of like, let's stop talking about this. Just sentence him, he didn't get enough. I don't even remember what he went through, but obviously it's in the court documents. Okay, 7 years in prison for a number of charges, including, I can't believe I gotta read this, fornication with his own minor child. Oh. Acquiring, possessing, and distribution of child pornography, assaulting his landlord, possessing 197 grams of cocaine, planned sale of stolen jewelry, inciting forgery and bribery of a police officer, his co-defendant, Jerry Lee Gerardus. Now, come on. Daily Herald, you really needed to write all of that again? Like, we went through this already. You really needed to be so open and a little graphic, you know. In some of the schools, they tell the children, please read the newspaper every day, you know. This is just a bit much. That's all I want to say. Anyway, it's court. However, Christensen was let out of prison in early December 2019 so that he could get a prosthetic limb in Scotland. He had spent almost 2 years behind bars at that point. The one-legged man was supposed to return after his treatment, but he never did. Despite local authorities filing an extradition request with their counterparts in Scotland, neither did he attend his appeal trial in 2022, when the Joint Court of Justice confirmed the lower court's ruling and the 7-year prison term. Christensen's sentence became irrevocable in April 2023. In St. wait. Christensen's sentence became irrevocable in the Dutch Supreme Court. Like the two courts before it, approved his sentence without any changes. According to the prosecutor's office, Christensen's extradition had been denied by Scottish authorities due to medical reasons. But this was followed up with a request that convicted man serve what was left of his sentence in prison there. Christensen began sitting approximately 5 years, remaining on a 7-year sentence on September 3rd. Referring to confirmation, it has been received by the Scottish Prison Service. At least he locked up. The prosecutor's office of St. Martin is satisfied with the resolution of this situation, is grateful to the Scottish authorities for their cooperation in this matter. Listen, okay, I understand. I can understand the prosecutor's office being satisfied that he is at least remanded. He's not free. I mean, how far could he really run, right? Like, how far he could really run? I get that. However, he shouldn't be able to just breathe free air like that. That's what I feel like. He shouldn't be around kids. He shouldn't possess, things that he should be castrated, as a friend of mine said. So, this word satisfied from the prosecutor's office is a bit misleading. I think it's good for that we know that he is held down, but I don't think getting to serve 7 years for some of these crimes. Listen, let's go back on some of those crimes because we ain't even got to get into the nasty ones. Assaulting his landlord, possessing 100. Why? Because he got one leg? Because he got one leg? So if he had 2 legs, would he get 14 years? That's all I'm asking. Because this is unacceptable. Anyway, we're going to leave it where it is. So the prosecutor's office of St. Martin is satisfied with the resolution of this situation and is grateful to the Scottish authorities for their cooperation in this matter. The case shows that the prosecutor's office of St. Martin takes its responsibility to see justice served and sentences are properly executed. Listen, I don't think we should be bragging. Nothing to brag about that we finally get him. This dude was out free for a couple years already. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, think about it. Suppose, dude, the fact alone that he actually went into prison here in St. Martin and was alive long enough to leave has a lot to do with the fact that he probably was in some safe spaces because of his disability. I want to say that should have been taken away too. Certain crimes, we just ain't taking it no more. No more, we're not taking it no more. We're not taking some of them. I don't know, but who am I, I just a small claims court or whatever you want to call me. Anyway, this turned my belly. So Daily Herald, I think it's good that you guys report direct and straight to the point, but goddamn, this was too much. This was, I don't even want to read it again. It was in the newspaper. Anyway, this is Court TV. Say it how it is. Peace. And for Mr. Christensen, don't come back, St. Martin, you hear? Don't come back.
Hear to the new class of 2024. They hear. Frankie, please don't tell Atwell, don't play with the boy. Don't tell him, know your place, give us something new. All right? And to the rest of the people that spoke in Parliament, I'm going to have so much fun with all you. Welcome to the late night show, guys. Now, this is the rules. We play nice, we play fair, and also don't get in your feelings, because if I find out that you're in your feelings, then I'm just going to do it a little bit more and make fun of you. So what you do is you act like I don't exist and we should have no problems. If you probably say things that make sense, then most probably you'll get highlighted. But if you say things that makes no sense at all, it's gonna be rough, because then you can be content. And guess what we do? That's what late night does. Throughout the whole time, snap elections or not, that was late night is there for. Okay? Welcome, rookies. And to the older ones, hi again. I missed you. So, whenever are you ready? Are you just come, everybody, just come on late night, one by one. Let us give it your story. And have a good 2024 again. Yeah.